A stabbing sends two people to the hospital. We're tracking the investigation into what happened.
The reason a man accused in a triple murder case is now suing one of his former lawyers.
Police investigate a string of overnight business break-ins in Lexington.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon to you. Two people in Lexington had to be rushed to the hospital after a stabbing.
It happened just after 1 o'clock at a home on East Loudon Avenue, and now police are looking for the attacker. WKYT's Sabir Rayford is tracking the search in our top story at 4:30.
I'm outside the apartment where two people were stabbed earlier this afternoon. A neighbor who didn't want to be identified said she heard the screaming and immediately called police. Police say when they arrived at the scene, they found a married couple stabbed inside their home. A neighbor says the wife started screaming for help and was trying to get through the front door. Before police arrived at the scene, the suspect ran from the house. Neighbors and police say the suspect had been living at the home. Police are still searching the area for the suspect, and they say this was most likely an isolated incident.
It appears that this was, as I mentioned, this person was known to the people who were injured. So this does not appear to be a random act. It appears to be some sort of disagreement between people who knew each other. Why it escalated into an assault with a knife is still under investigation.
The couple was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. In Lexington, Sabir Rayford, WKYT.
And neighbors say they have seen the suspect around the area. A minister who's also a business owner accused in a triple murder case is now suing his former attorney.
Police say Kenneth Keith shot and killed three people during a robbery at a Danville pawn shop in September of 2013. His first attorney, Mark Stanziano, was later murdered. Stanziano's wife, Bethany, took over the case. WKYT's Phil Pendleton shows us why Keith and his wife have now filed the lawsuit.
The lawsuit and its various exhibits, more than 90 pages long, but the bottom line is that Kenneth Keith and his wife Tracy are claiming that Bethany Stanziano did not do her job and did not return thousands of dollars to them when they changed attorneys. Tracy Keith claims in the lawsuit filed in Boyle Circuit Court that Bethany Stanziano only met with her husband 2 to 3 times over the course of the year she represented him. Ms. Stanziano took over the case when her husband, prominent defense attorney Mark Stanziano, was murdered outside his Somerset law firm in June 2014. Not only does the lawsuit claim that Bethany Stanziano didn't properly do her job in representing Keith, but she should have returned some of the $87,000 paid to the Stanziano firm for work not done. The lawsuit also claims that Bethany Stanziano could not account for how some of the money was spent that was paid to her in legal fees, and that she actually became hostile with Tracy Keith when Tracy Keith told her that she wanted to hire another attorney. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll tell you about what some of that communication was. But for now, in Boyle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Keith's wife claims her husband was not represented for an entire year and has not been able to hire adequate counsel since. A public defender is now representing him.
A man died in a car crash on his birthday. It happened just after 6:30 last night on Poplar Hill Road near Liberty. Police say Donald Crozier, who just turned 42, ran off the road with his car and hit a tree. He was the only person in the car and died at the scene. Police say alcohol and speed played a role in the crash. A man suffered injuries in a crash involving a truck in Laurel County. The sheriff's office says Christopher Hensley's pickup dropped off the right shoulder of Kentucky 490, causing Hensley to overcorrect and lose control. And the truck hit a tree, overturned, and ended up in a ditch. Hensley was treated at St. Joseph, London for his injuries.
Police are investigating another rash of overnight break-ins. Someone smashed through the front door of the Lumber Liquidators just off Winchester Road. Police think the building's alarm scared the burglar off before anything was taken. Ferguson Enterprises on Fortune Drive and the Ken Toweries on Old Todd's Road were also hit. It appears nothing was taken from those businesses either. Police in Madison County need your help finding a burglary suspect. Richmond police say this man broke into the Super Save on Keeneland Drive. This is a surveillance picture of him cashing a lottery ticket police say was taken during the burglary. If you have any information, police want you to give them a call. Well, if you have not had a chance, you will want to get out and enjoy this weather while it sticks around tonight.
It is so nice out there. A break from the warm, muggy summer weather that will not last much longer. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey's here with a check of that forecast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, guys. I told you yesterday I thought today would be maybe the best day of the entire summer, and I think Mother Nature is delivering on the goods right now. We're running a few degrees cooler than at this same point yesterday, and if you remember, yesterday was awfully nice. A little better out there today. Generally 1 to up to 6 degrees colder than at this same point 24 hours ago. That equates to 70 to 75 showing up across the entire area on a day that should feature 80 to 85. That cool northerly wind continues to blow across Kentucky, so it's cooler across the Great Lakes, Chicago to Cleveland, low and mid 60s though. Focus on what's going on to our west. Springfield, Illinois, back towards St. Louis. Notice how temperatures jump there. That's what we're going to be tracking in here by the end of the week and toward the weekend. Defender Radar Network, absolutely nothing going on, so if you're out this evening, it's going to be a quick drop through the 60s into the mid and upper 50s by the time 11 o'clock rolls around. Coming up, that hour-by-hour forecast that'll take you into the start of the weekend, guys, and show you how we go from very nice to very steamy. That's in a matter of minutes.
A grand jury has indicted a former teacher on rape charges. 45-year-old Howard Faber is charged with rape and unlawful use of an electronic device to procure a minor. Investigators say Faber raped 2 female students he met through his job at Boyd County High School. The superintendent says Faber planned to resign in July, but changed the date to immediate after the investigation began.
We've learned a firefighter had to be treated following a massive fire in northern Kentucky. Crews were called to A1 Pallet Distributing around 6 last night. The Kentucky Enquirer reports one firefighter had to be hospitalized because of the heat of the flames and exertion. The firefighter has since been released from the hospital. A close call during an overnight vehicle fire. Several crews were called to the scene on Northland Drive off of North Broadway here in Lexington because the car was very close to a building. Investigators aren't sure what caused that fire.
Lexington's Urban County Council is making a few changes to Mayor Jim Gray's $345 million budget proposal. According to the Herald Leader, the biggest change is an additional 0.5% raise for city employees. And that would bump up the raise to 3.5%. If the budget is given a final approval next week, that pay raise would take effect on July 1st. The state wants to make it simpler to become a foster or adoptive parent. First Lady Glenna Bevan and the Cabinet for Health and Family Services announcing a new website to help navigate the process. People interested in fostering or adoption can go to adopt.ky.gov to find helpful information.
The Kentucky State Fair is looking for thousands of entries ahead of this year's big event. The fair will be held August 18th through the 28th in Louisville. The general entry deadline for all categories is July 1st. Late entries will be accepted until July 11th with a late fee. You can find forms on kystatefair.org. The newest additions to the Newport Aquarium are getting ready to make their debut. The aquarium's 5-month-old shark ray pups can be seen starting June 24th. They'll be part of the 55,000-gallon coral reef tunnel exhibit. The pups were born on January 5th.
University of Kentucky fans can start buying their football season tickets next week. The tickets go on sale Tuesday morning. Fans have a couple of new options this year. You can get season tickets in the north upper level for $210. You can also purchase the Kentucky Football Pocket Pass. It includes a mobile ticket to all 7 home games for $175. Only 500 of the passes will be sold, and fans who buy one are guaranteed to sit in the lower level for at least 2 games.
They call themselves the Trio to Rio. How these Olympic marathon runners are making history before the games even begin.
Still think you can get more from the big box store? Think again. How about award-winning service with manufacturer-authorized technicians or sales professionals to help you find the right product for your home? A store with deep roots in our community that will be here after those big box stores are long gone. If you want to get more without paying more, think outside the big box. Think P-Rats. Since 1946, nobody beats P-Rats.
What we do is not about sickness. It's about living. All of life's moments, big and small. Each triumph and challenge. Because you were made to live, and live well. And we're here to make sure you do. Let us show you how care is supposed to be. Lexington Clinic. Your doctors for life.
I roll my eyes like a lizard. A monkey would envy my tail. My wings wanna fly but swim instead. I'm a fish with a horse's head. You can see me in all my glory. Touch me and learn my story. In a world of wonder you'll explore. I'm a seahorse and so much more.
Discover the zany world of seahorses at the most interactive seahorse exhibit in the country. Visit the brand new Seahorses Unbridled Fun and see, touch, explore together at Newport Aquarium.
I'm a seahorse and so much more.
Tom Hammond here for Transitions Lift and Elevator, Central Kentucky's leading provider of stair lifts, wheelchair lifts, residential and commercial elevators. Our technicians inspect, maintain, and service every product we sell, and even those we didn't install. Our service team is professional, courteous, and safety-minded, making sure your investment is safe and delivering many years of use. For service, call us today or visit transitionsmobility.com. Transitions Lift and Elevator, getting you where you need to be.
Guys, our number's way! Yeah, way! We can finally stop playing these wedding gigs and start rocking out! Hey, guys! What's going on? Lenny, I hope you got that ticket in the same place, bro! Yeah! Ticket?
The only way you can win Kentucky's Powerball or Mega Millions jackpot is if you actually buy your ticket.
All right, let's get Tim and Don on the dance floor. Whatever. Go.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Beautiful out there across the Bluegrass State today. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. I know that's a line from an old commercial, but you know what? It is the truth with the weather today. We look outside, Hamburg Pavilion in the distance, and look at the sunny sky. A little bit of cloud cover from time to time, but boy, oh boy, what an overall perfect day. Notice the field out here across the road that separates Hamburg from us, doing a little hay cutting over the past few days. Finally getting that first cut in because of some drier weather. 33% humidity, 74 degrees right now in Lexington. Winds aren't a big player. Perfection. That's about all you can say. 70 to 75, all of central and eastern Kentucky. Defender Radar Network, hello, goodbye, nothing to talk about. How do we roll over the next 3 days? Into our Thursday. It's another great day. Sunny skies are going to hang tough. It'll be a little warmer, around 80. We can handle that. Warm, a little more humid on Friday, and a storm or two will be possible. And then our first 90 of the season is likely as we go into Saturday, as humidity levels start to come up as well. I think some low 90s are a good possibility heading into Saturday. Let's show you how we get there. It's still nice this evening. By 11 o'clock for Lexington, mid-50s are showing up. Into early tomorrow morning, upper 40s for Lexington, mid-40s out in the valleys of northern and eastern Kentucky. 45 is the record low tomorrow morning in Lexington. We're not going to get there, but at least some upper 40s will likely show up. Tomorrow at noon, 73. That's about where we are for a high today. Tomorrow afternoon, inching up, upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Tomorrow evening, nowhere near as cool as what we have tonight. Into Friday, 60 to start, and by the end of the day, there's a chance for a shower or thunderstorm with a lot of mid-80s that will be showing up. Best chance for thunderstorms on Friday across northern and eastern parts of the area. What will then happen as we go into Saturday? 90, if not some low 90s settling on in. Then some thunderstorms try to beat the heat as we go into the day on Sunday and Monday. And that'll take us back into a stormy pattern. We're looking at a computer model for the next week, and this is what it thinks will fall in terms of rain. Thunderstorms can drop a little more here or there. Certainly, this is just a general average for the next week. The majority of this doesn't come until we go into Sunday night into Monday, Tuesday of next week. So into next week, I suspect this pattern is going back to steamy and stormy. I don't think it's a pattern that's ever really just going to completely dry things out for a long stretch this summer around here. At least not in the short term. Check back with me late summer. 85 on Friday. We go into Saturday. That's our first 90 in most areas. Storm or two around on Sunday. And the long range call into next week. Steamy and stormy, guys. We said that a few weeks ago. I think we're going to be saying it a lot over the next couple of weeks. Forget about that. We still got some hours left in this gorgeous September-like day.
We are being spoiled with this kind of weather in June.
I'm telling you, this is about as good as you're ever going to get it around here.
Indeed, I agree. Chris, thank you.
We are a little less than 2 months away from the upcoming Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro.
There's a trio of marathon runners who are making history before they even step foot on the course. Krista Faria introduces us to them.
Meet Lily, Layla, and Lena, Estonian triplets who are on track to make history this summer competing in the Rio Olympics. They call themselves the Trio to Rio. While twins are not uncommon at the Games, identical triplets are a first. The long-distance runners say they are used to spectators and sport officials mixing them up during races.
They just watch the number, because the same clothes we have and mostly the same technique.
The 30-year-old sisters are unlikely Olympians in other ways. They come from the medieval city of Tartu in rural Estonia, turning pro at the late age of 24.
I think that when we have been all the time like a little bit competed each other. That's why I think that it has brought us so far. So nobody doesn't want to be like weaker than the sister. Yeah. If one of us couldn't compete somewhere, it's like one is missing. It's not a complete team for us.
The sisters are not expected to medal in the women's marathon, but what they lack in experience, they make up in team spirit. Krista Faria, Associated Press.
He wrote Dierks Bentley's #1, Somewhere on a Beach. He is here today performing for us. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about with Michael Tyler when we return here on WKYT.
New Monday.
There it is again, that song.
Babies are back, right? From the creators of The Good Wife.
Why do we have to be the party of adults?
Comes a new series.
That's my boss. That's his ringtone? Why? That song.
You just might think is crazy.
You're insane.
I'm the sanest man in this room. Brain Dead. Premieres CBS Monday.
Get the credit approval you deserve at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville. If you have a job at $199, you can be approved today. During the Drive and Discover event 2016, Jeep Cherokee's $199 a month. Visit BigMSuperstore.com.
If you have arthritic knee pain that's stopping you from enjoying life, this new information about OsteoRelief could be for you. Specially trained local doctors are now using advanced medical science to finally make headway for people suffering from knee arthritis pain. It may even be for those who suffer from bone on bone and are considering knee replacement surgery. Are you one of the millions of Americans who have difficulty with simple everyday tasks, rising from a chair, walking, climbing stairs without using the handrail? If so, the OsteoRelief method utilizes cutting-edge video motion imaging. With this imaging, these doctors can precisely guide an FDA-approved cushioning gel to relieve pain and help heal your knees. This innovative procedure is covered by Medicare and most major insurance if you qualify. And you'll be walking out in as little as 15 minutes. For a limited time, these specially trained doctors are offering a risk-free screening. Call to schedule your knee relief screening today.
Wait, don't buy furniture now, because Ashley Home Store has a big secret. Don't buy today. Don't buy this week, because starting Friday, something huge is coming. A sale so epic, we're closing early on Thursday to prepare. A sale so colossal, we're blacking out the windows. Savings so significant, we're urging you to wait to buy. Huge savings for every room. Incredible finance offers, and it starts this Friday. Ashley Home Store's secret sale is back, and it starts this Friday. Don't miss it.
Days like this are getting harder to find. We're long on life, but short on time. When I get a chance to kick back and unwind, I live for Myrtle Beach days. Myrtle Beach days got blue in the sky, not a care in the air, ocean breeze blowing by. Just sitting on the sand, soaking up the sunshine. I live for Myrtle Beach days.
Save thousands at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville, where you get 25% off MSRP on all the remaining new 2015s in stock. That's up to $14,000 off MSRP. Make the short drive to Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today.
Have something that needs investigating? Email us or call the WKYT Investigates tip line.
It is one of country music's biggest events. CMA Fest begins tomorrow in Nashville.
And our Deanne Stevens is out and about talking to some of the artists who will perform before all the excitement gets started. Hi, Deanne.
afternoon, guys. We are catching up with singer-songwriter Michael Tyler today. He stopped by here, our iHeartRadio Lounge. We have a ton of incredible artists who have the opportunity to play here. You're in the middle of your radio rounds.
Oh, yeah.
Headed to Nashville tomorrow. Officer Don and I are headed there too, broadcasting 98.1 The Bull from Nashville CMA Fest. Talk about CMA Fest and how huge that is for country music lovers.
I mean, it's insane. Honestly, you know, you go there, you see every country music artist you love, and everybody just, you know, it sweats it out through the heat, and it's just so cool to see how, you know, how much the fans, you know, are involved and how much the artists are involved. And it's pretty close time for them, actually.
Well, it's got to make you feel like $1 million because you got people lining up. You just wrote #1 song for Dierks Bentley. Talk about that.
Yeah, so it's funny. Writing it, man, we got lucky. It actually started at a writer's retreat in Destin, Florida. It was me, Jaron Boyer, and Josh Miranda, and we were at the beach for 2 days, had written 4 songs, and it was almost time to go. So we're like, the night before we came up with the idea, somewhere on a beach, and we're like, all right, let's go out to the beach and get some ideas for it, and we'll have a couple drinks, come back, and never came back. It didn't get written until 3.5 weeks later, I think, at our publishing company, and I was done for the day writing, and I went upstairs to say hey to them, and they were writing with a guy named Alex Palmer from LA, and I was like, what y'all doing? Y'all want to go eat? And they're like, no, we're going to hang back and work on this thing. You know, we got this awesome track. And I was like, well, let me hear it. So they played the track, and it was that, you know, we're on a beach guitar lick, and I was like, dang.
Dang is right.
I got to be in on this.
Well, you have gone from writing to being an artist now. What are we about to hear?
So this is my first single. It's called Crazy Last Night. It's as simple as the title. It's funny. I went home for my 21st birthday to hang out with my friends, and that's all y'all need to know.
Got a little crazy. Michael Tyler.
I got a Tennessee number in my pocket. One ounce key, but I lost it. Got $2 or $3 and some loose change. That's all I got to my name. Drunk tattoo, gon' rock it. I was riding that wagon, fell off it. Paper sack Jack got at me, yelling out the window of a taxi. Crazy last night, no sipping, we were drinking from the bottle, stealing drunk kisses from a small town model. Hazy, lost my mind, don't know what I was thinking of, but I got crazy last night.
Michael Tyler's new one, Crazy Last Night. You can meet this guy in Nashville this weekend. Tell folks where you're going to be for CMA Fest.
Awesome. I'll be at the Music City Center in the, which hall is it? The
big one.
Yeah, the big one.
The big
one.
convention center, right? Yeah. That's where everybody's going to be. We will see you.
At the Stetson booth.
We will see you in Nashville, too. Don't forget, Officer Don and I broadcasting live from Nashville Thursday and Friday. And you can catch all of the artists we're catching up with from CMA Fest.
See,
you're not the only one.
I got you messed up.
CMA Fest on Thursday and Friday here on WKYT. I'm Dean Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, Kentucky's Medal of Honor recipient Dakota Meyer and Bristol Palin are sparking rumors of a reunion.
In a picture shared on Meyer's Instagram, the couple is smiling in a close embrace, and Palin appears to be wearing a diamond ring on her left hand. The pair announced their engagement in March of last year, but called off their wedding days before walking down the aisle. Palin gave birth to the couple's daughter 5 months ago. They share custody, and Palin agreed to have the baby's last name changed to Meyer. Thousands of crabs make landfall in California. We'll tell you how they ended up there, and take a look at this.
What story do you want your furniture to tell? Sunday dinners or birthday parties? The big game. Sleepovers with grandma? An afternoon nap. Start making your memories at Perry's American Furniture Gallery, 1176 Industry Road.
Dad, who's Captain D?
Legend has it it was World War II fighter pilot Captain George Dillinger who crash-landed on a deserted island. He survived there for years, perfecting his seafood recipes, until he learned that the island wasn't so deserted after all.
That's not true, is it?
Not even a little, Bobby. The truth is, our new Fish and D's Jumbo Coconut Shrimp Meal is sure to be one of your favorites, like our popular sampler meal. For full meals starting at $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
Greatness isn't about creating one masterpiece and calling it a day. It's about challenging yourself to create a masterpiece every time. Come celebrate a half-century of innovations at the Kawasaki Golden Anniversary Sales Event. Save up to $2,500 plus 0% financing on select models at participating dealers. Visit Kawasaki.com to find a dealer near you.
Visit Kawasaki of Jackson the weekend of June 11th to test drive a new Kawasaki.
My diabetes was out of control. 2 weeks after seeing Dr. Miller at Maximize Living, I am off all of my insulin. My energy is through the roof and no more shots.
I'm Dr. Miller. Ever wonder why your blood sugar levels are still out of control despite drug therapy? Come learn how our patients are able to lose weight without exercise, explode their energy levels, reduce and eliminate their need for medication, and the potential to become non-diabetic. Reserve your spot for the next free dinner seminar or schedule a free consultation. Call now or go to reversethedisease.com.
Suff's Furniture and Oriental Rugs will liquidate 50 to 75% of our inventory as part of the estate sale of Albert Sandy Suffaletta. All of our inventory in Georgetown must be sold at great savings before this location is sold, but you can save at both the Georgetown and Nicholasville locations. Plus, every night both stores will be restocked from our warehouses until everything is sold. Our Georgetown store will be sold, but we will continue to serve you at Suff's on Nicholasville Road. Hurry for the best selection of fine furniture at Suff's estate inventory sale.
Does this sound like your house? Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Kress with Commonwealth Smiles, and I have an easy and affordable solution for your snoring. Call today for a silent night's sleep.
Today is one of those just absolutely picture perfect, lovely days to be outside.
How could you possibly improve it? I can't think of a way.
We might try, Chris Bailey.
I don't know. Chris, could you improve on today at all?
About as good as it gets, guys. Yeah. The only improvement I could see on a day like this is if you had me outside for the majority of the day. It's the only improvement, and it's a little selfish on my part. Look outside. Sky cams lighting up with beautiful sunny skies. London, Jackson, Frankfort, Lexington, 73 degrees right now into Lexington. 73 also showing up into Jackson, London at 74 degrees. Everybody with that gorgeous weather that is showing up across the entire area. So pretty much what you see out there right now is what you're going to continue to get. Defender Radar Network has nothing going on across central and eastern Kentucky, and that will carry us for the majority of the next several days. When I come back in a few minutes, guys, we'll talk about a little steam up for the weekend.
All right, let's talk a little live drive traffic right now. And let's take a look at what we've got. Officer Don's not with us right now. What do we have? Here we go. All right, we've got one crash on Rosemont Garden over there near Harrodsburg Road. Other than that, rush hour looking pretty smooth right now. We'll update that in just a little while. A horse placed dead and a crab invasion.
It is the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this. This is Pinto the horse. Now, don't worry, he's fine. Pinto apparently likes to play dead, and the internet is loving it. Okay. The bizarre behavior recently came to light when a contractor visited the property and had to regretfully inform Pinto's owners of his untimely demise. They asked if his leg was straight in the air and then assured the man that Pinto is just playing possum, saying the act is normal for the horse. Gotcha, I guess.
He likes the attention, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Thousands of visitors have washed up on Mission Beach in San Diego, California. Look at this. These are all red tuna crabs, typically found off Baja, California, but El Nino weather patterns have been pushing them north. Just a month ago, thousands of the crabs washed ashore in Imperial Beach. Unusual sight there.
Yeah. All right, as part of Texas deals with severe flooding, these bar patrons aren't about to let a little floodwater ruin a good time. Video posted online from inside a bar in Crosby, Texas, shows people dancing at ankle-deep water to a band named Pushwater. The band posted a video ahead of the performance saying, flooding or not, the show must go on. And of course, we tell you that floodwater is not something to mess around with, for sure.
No, and that's not just an inch or two. No. That's quite a bit, so you got to be really careful.
Not the best idea.
Much better weather here in the Bluegrass.
Absolutely. Stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you now here at 5 o'clock.